Stream ended. So let's kill this one. That's the best thing to do.
There's another one.
It's not. That's the live one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's us right now, right? This one.
Yes.
Okay, here.
Mm.
We are back in the prop shop with Mohana, with executive producer. Mohana.
Is prop shop one word or two?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Mohana. And then Control V. Oh yeah, cool. Then go Control V. Oh, go back and copy the. Go here. Sorry. Go here. Copy down there the link. Yeah, just leave that there. Why don't you leave that there? People are subscribing now, and they'll get my tweet, and they'll go
tweet
there.
or no?
Yeah, no, just send the tweet. Yeah, I was gonna add people, but I'm like, you know what?
Okay.
Let's create our own demand. They either gotta want to come see us or. Okay. Yeah, that's us. All right, cool. Now put the Ubuntu on the live event. Here. Sorry. Oh, you know how to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I'll get that all set up right too. I was just. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's our frame.
Awesome.
Sorry.
That's good.
Missing a light. There it is. Plug this one in just for fun.
Yeah.
Back here. That should be in the frame. Basically, this is all you really need. If you're shooting a little movie, this is all you need. Everything's pretty much in tight.
Yeah.
You know, big lighting setups and all that are nice to have, and a lot of nice lights, and get the place all nice and hot, and everybody's hot and sweaty. And that's cool too. But with digital,
yeah, LEDs,
we can pull some stuff off. And if you notice how it's being shot, did you watch Stranger Things?
The first season, yeah.
Okay, so let's look at that lighting scheme then, right? Do you see how easy that was?
It was like reddish.
But everything was dark.
Everything was dark, yeah.
You would get some light right here, but then it would be dark over here. And then you'd have little pieces, you know, little nuances.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they darked it all down and brought up the face with a little light.
I don't know if they did it while they were shooting it, or if they just shot it in RAW and then applied like a lot in the.
They have the cinematographer. His job is to make it look pretty, and he wants to make it look pretty. Trust me.
Oh.
That's what he's getting paid for. How much time he has, I don't know. But I'm sure those guys are in the studio. They're not playing around. Their sets pretty much pre-lit, and then they just come in there and tweak. They do a big setup with a second unit.
Yeah. And
then they come in with the real guys. And they're just tweaking everything, but everything's set sort of to the plan that was drawn out by the DP. So,
but if you notice, like every scene that had like a close up has like a similar type of tone.
Yeah,
I don't know. It could be the lighting, but or some sort of like a preset, like a light,
a preset filter kind of move where they just drop it down over a
raw footage. Yeah.
What do you know about that? Is that something that works or what?
I know if you shoot it in like RAW, I don't know if your camera can do it, but they're like Arri Alexas.
But the one that costs 90,000 more might, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I just think we should just go for what's on the monitor.
Oh yeah.
You know, just bang bang.
Yeah. I know that they have like cinema standard LUTs like Rec 709. They're like the standard for color grading.
The codexes?
Yeah. If you shoot it in RAW, one advantage is that you can always tweak it in post-production.
So what's in your RAW footage? You have some shading?
In RAW footage, there's nothing.
It's just all lit. It's all hot, and you just come in there and darken parts up?
It's RAW, pretty much. It's almost like it has no color, and you put in LUTs. They're called LUTs. It's like preset color profile. You can apply it in like DaVinci Resolve. Yeah. What's that?
The microphone.
Oh. It's a fancy
and it's not
little
picking
mic.
you up that good. It's picking me up pretty good though, because I yell. We're gonna have to have all these things are necessary. These tents and everything allow us.
Got this post.
Huh? Awesome, Bart. Is that a cool quote or what?
Yeah.
Wild.
I think he's watching. There's two people.
That'd be cool. I think this is what we do, man. Is we're bringing a future where filmmakers, I mean, if they had 10,000 people watching, they can make a living, bro, and get a couple $100 a week to go get groceries and pay their rent and keep performing and doing the thing they need to do because their people are tuning in rather than go to do YouTube, dumb shit. There's a lot of good stuff on YouTube, don't get me wrong. But I mean, my kids watch some pretty dumb shit on YouTube, so I'm thinking, the whole world could turn towards these groups of artists that are, coming together in the pursuit of storytelling. And so you're looking in on them and you're watching your money, but a lot of people are looking in on them because they're fans, they're interested, or they're a prop guy and they want to see, they're going to pay to see how you build your props because they want to make a movie.
Yeah.
So it's a trust machine. Like I said, that people are very, very mean in my business, man. And they kill people. My business. They literally kill people. And not like assassinate them, but like through attrition, people die trying to get their art out. The problems that exist in the system, the lives that have been destroyed and devastated by the cronyism and the barriers to entry that only exist to keep the money in the hands of a small few is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
We get to use some CD-ROMs because it's 1997. I can't wait to find my phone, man. How come I ain't found it yet? There's a whole bunch of stuff I'm missing right now.
Why do you need that phone?
Because it's Henry's cell phone. It's a badass
Motorola. It's a
Motorola.
prop. Okay.
Now we need this for the green screen.
What's that?
This is what you use for the green screen.
Okay.
You get all those wrinkles out. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's steam.
It's a steamer. You put it up and you get the wrinkles out.
Oh, I see.
You shoot that bad boy.
Cool.
Okay. Need some ice chests. For the snacks. What was cool is this was a brand new sweatshirt and I left it out. Hecka faded. And I think Henry's going to wear this, maybe. I don't think so. I got a samurai thing. I'm going to bring the samurai thing back, too, because I was too fat when I wore it last time. But it looked nice now. When he plays guitar, like a Hendrix move. You know who Jimi Hendrix is?
Yeah, that singer, yeah.
That's the motherfucker out there. One of the greatest guitar players that ever lived. Because the other ones... you probably don't even know because they were destroyed by the media machine that just takes geniuses and destroys them because the people in charge can't comprehend. They have no idea the process or what it takes to come up with this stuff. So
was he the guy that sang Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah, he did. He didn't sing it. He played it.
Played it.
With
Okay.
his guitar, right? Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And so
sounds like a familiar name.
So we do an homage to Hendrix. We do homage to Magnum PI.
Okay.
We do an homage to
that guy you showed me yesterday.
To Harrison Ford. We do an homage. We're just taking and having fun, bro. This isn't, the only thing that's going to be serious now, because we're screwed in the sense that we were just all over and we didn't have no responsibility to anything. We were just fart joke. But bringing Josh into it, and now we're saying this is the person we really want to focus on these nuances, like we discussed. That's delicate now. Now it's acting. Now we get now. I was bringing emotion, and I was bringing a lot of acting to the characters in the current script. That's not hard to do. But what I'm saying now, we have a chance to witness something that's very special, man. When you talk about a method actor taking on something like Asperger's syndrome, trying to have an identity while maintaining that character's dignity, you see what I'm saying? He's got the hardest job. Okay.
We got 3 people.
Any questions from anybody? So what I'm thinking for Josh is I'm giving him his little nuances, you know? When I'm telling him what's the Fibonacci, give me the first 10 because you need to know. He needs to have the first 10,000 memorized if he was real.
Oh yeah.
But he's not. So we have to at least give the impression that he could recite the sequence from 1 until he passed out.
Oh, okay.
That's this kind of person, okay? Functioning on a high level of intelligence that's incomprehensible while, you know, struggling to maintain just basic human relationships because people don't have the tools or skills to deal with these special people. And so what we're saying is Henry does. Henry does because Henry believes in fantasy. Henry believes in things. So Henry believes that a kid like that is probably the most special person in the universe because he's fortunate that if allowed to go to places that no human's allowed to go because of the limitations that's imposed upon them chemically, biologically. So when you go to Alan Turing and you go to McCullough, you go to Eliot, and you start talking about these fundamental ideas that the computer age was developed on, all these guys were, how would you say it? What's the word? They were special. And if they weren't treated properly when they were younger, they would have grown up to be psychos because they wouldn't have been able to maintain the pace that these guys had to maintain in order to learn as much as they did in the short lives that they lived. Turing lived for only 40-some years, you know what I mean? If that.
Yeah.
So now, look, he went like 80-year-old Einsteins couldn't get where he went in 80 years. And he had passed them in the 40 because of his disposition. What would have been other person's problem because the people around him were able to deal with him. He was allowed to flourish academically to make it to the institutions he made it to where he could present the ideas that he, for lack of a better term, discovered because of his willingness to learn everything about everything. Those are these guys. Okay? A lot of people pretend they're like that and they try to learn everything about anything, but the nature of who these people are, they can't help but know everything. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a difference between that kind of knowledge and somebody trying to puff their chest out and sound intelligent as long as they can. These guys would never have a problem holding their ground. And the more they speak, the more intelligent they will get because they have to take that point of where they start to where it eventually ends up in their mind. And now it's beyond you. And now you want to go home and it's an antisocial thing. It's not that kid's fault. You don't have the patience. You know what I mean? So we got Josh willing to be that guy. And so we got to go into Josh and we have to take him down, to break him down in one moment. And let's take Wall-E. Okay. You got to go watch Wall-E. And you got to look at the first 10 minutes of Wall-E because you have something that don't exist. Right? An AI garbage scavenger. It's not real, right? Then you know it's not real. The second permit is that it's drawn in a cartoon, right? So there's 2 degrees of it's not real. But by the 9th page, you love Wall-E. Why? Because Wall-E got his ass kicked from page 1 to page 9. I mean, he was cute, beep, 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 but then it was, broop, broop, because Wally had to get out, and we were building this world where by the time Wally comes home and he goes in his little, abode, we feel just as lonely and miserable as Wally does. But we have the same hope because of what he brings home, right? Mm-hmm. But when that when he shuts that door and Wally's at home in his little thing, it's alone. There's nobody else in the world now, right? Mm-hmm. So by that time, the audience loves Wally. Right. So that's what I have to do for the new Timmy. Okay. Because the old Timmy was a prop. Okay. Until we had a good actor, the old Timmy was you know what I mean? Yeah. And then he just came out and he said 2 lines and it worked, right? Now we have Timmy, who's an actor. Mm. Now we have a Timmy who could fully explore the character of the person we're claiming to model this archetype after. Mm. So now we have to explore and give that actor, that character, the ability to do justice to the gravitas of who that is, what that is, and how we got here. Okay. So we need to, by page, when you meet, we're going to introduce Timmy, and within one scene, with him and the professor, and then how I explained it to you and the other guys, right? Mm-hmm. You have to fall in love with him for a sense that this kid is special, right? We got to do that. And you get I get 2 pages to do that. Back and forth, Henry, Timmy, Henry, Timmy, Henry, Timmy, Henry, Timmy. Wow, we love this kid. Those 5 things that came out of his mouth. Sort of weird, but let me know that this is a beautiful person, okay? And that's what we're going to elevate it. We're going to build it from goofy Timmy, go stand over there, redheaded smiley kid, to we got a real actor, method actor come in here thinking he's Timmy. So we got to respect that, and we got to give him something. Okay? Because he's going to come here thinking he's him, and he's going to come here with a disposition. He's going to come here with Asperger's, and you want to explore that emotionally as an actor. And if we don't deliver, it could really suck. It could look bad. It would look worse than having Goofy Timmy. Yeah. Because there's nothing for him. He would be Goofy Timmy with a look in his eye like, I wish there was something better here, because I transformed into something for what? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So now that we've asked him to transform, we have to follow through with those 5 lines. And I'll get them. I'll get them tomorrow. Because they're already there in the Mikey movie, remember? They're already there. That whole intensity. Yeah. That whole intensity about that moment of the bullying, that moment. We can build that moment easy. But now let's tailor the dialogue to the Asperger's Henry dynamic that's going on. That, Henry's more like if I was a fidgeter and if I had Asperger's and my whole thing was this, because I have to do this and I have to count, right? Or I have to do whatever I do. I'm doing that because I have the syndrome and I'm dealing with the syndrome for that moment. Until you stare at me or anything, it's just going to happen, right? Okay. But when he's around Henry, he could drop his arms because Henry's too much. He's stimulating to the kid. Okay. So in that, he could hear what Henry's saying. He could focus on what Henry's saying. And the shit that's coming out of Henry's mouth is esoteric, ancient. It's the stuff Eliot saw. It's the stuff that Turing understood and that they incorporated into their work. And it's the stuff that none of these modern engineers get because they're just coders. They're not scientists and they're not Renaissance men. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. They're technicians, and there's a difference. Okay? And we're about to tell the world about it. Yep. Okay? In a story where it somewhat relates exactly to what we're experiencing, but when people want to tell me, oh, you can't say this, or how you going to do this, that's not real. I just have to point to the aliens and the angels and the glowing snakes that come out of the temple and go up that dude's ass and go, was that real? It's a point we're trying to make. Yeah. And the point we're trying to make is the universe squeezed this into existence through a unique individual. The only individual capable of comprehending the immense nature of the task. The universe don't make mistakes, right? So to impart this wisdom on Henry would be to limit the future of mankind. because Henry is just a person. He's just a normal person. There's nothing special about these guys running around who think they're smart because they read some books and they got some degrees. They don't have the syndrome. Unless you have the syndrome, you cannot go into turbo. Your mind cannot go to the place it needs to go to manifest multiple realities consistent like a jet pilot, a fighter pilot. Okay, so look, a fighter pilot is looking at how many things while he's engaged in combat. He's looking at like 10 things at once, and he's thinking of about another 100 at the same time.
Right.
So how does he do that? He momentarily maintains a heightened level of an Asperger's like attention span that opens up his eyes, and now I can see this knob or this dial easily, just the same, without even turning my head or looking. I know what they do. Okay, because his mind is just ticking in that information, because his life depends on the adrenaline right there. It's like taking a computer chip and throwing super cooling it. That adrenaline's taking those neuron activities, and now he's fighting. And all these variables are going on. Well, these guys live that. That's their daily life, bro. And what people don't understand
is people with Asperger's.
That's their daily life. Everything's coming in, and it's part of one big equation constantly. The stimulus is coming. It's too much, so they have to protect themselves. Okay. So now, do justice to Satoshi Nakamoto. None of these fools would have thought like this. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why we do. We're trying to do justice to the man, but you can't, because the world knows the story of his life, and they attack him with the truth that they already understand. Do you think I want to retell that story so soon? Let's have fun. But let's sneak in the truth. And let's tell everybody how it went down. You know, that's why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it, man. Because we can. Nobody else would do shit like this, bro. They'd all come in and be like, we need 25 million. I need 2 for and let's come. They won't even do that shit. First, they'll go fly out and they'll take them to the fucking parties. And it's over because the wrong fucking agenda's in place. They keep the party going. We don't want them at the party, man. They're mean people. Very mean people. All right. Let me take a break now. Go down. I'll go down and get that all straightened up. I think we'll be in here till can you work from right here?
Work where?
You're working from right here, right?
Yeah.
You're online and you're doing HTML?
Yeah, I just have to finish this assignment.
Oh, is that my assignment that I got to do? Or is that for another class?
This is for another class.
We'll do ours later tonight, okay?
Yeah,
Why don't you finish your homework while I go clean the office real quick?
Cool.
All right. And if anybody says anything, answer. I'll be back in like 10, 15. I just get the papers all put up, the good papers away from the bad papers, because remember I told you, a lot of my notes and a lot of the stuff I've been accumulating as a researcher and a scientist over the last 30 years, I have it all in boxes.
Okay.
So we're going to pull all that stuff out, all those books and everything, and we're just going to put it all over the place. We're going to start taping everything to the wall. And the worst, look at better than that. Once we got it all dressed up, because you know how it all connects, we're going to connect string across the room. And he's got because he's all like, this right here, see this right here? Oh, that goes with that. Oh, let's put a string over here. So you catch him putting a string here, because then he knows. Because he don't have Asperger's. He can't maintain this model of the world, what's going on that he's trying to research, right? He has to think, and he has to have things. Where an Asperger, just all it's in his head. So a psycho who pulls it out of his head bit by bit has to paste it up so he could put it back together. But a well-tuned Asperger is just, it's all right there. He doesn't need to put it up because it's all there for immediate recall. The immediate recall. And it's almost like, hey, you need to know this. You need to know this. Oh, hey, this is for you. Info, data. Saturation, man. Right back.
Okay. A blue lens filter would be for night. Yeah. Okay. Closes at sunset, Ted. Texted you on Telegram. Yeah, we should get that shot tonight. Okay. Some tree in the building. Yeah, a time lapse when the sun, sets behind the building would be cool. Yep, definitely some drone shots. Yeah, we should do that today. Yeah, we can definitely change the FPS and drop it down to like I don't know, like 10 frames per second, I guess. Yeah, and then we speed it up in post-production and we would have a time lapse. I'll talk to you in person about that 1,000 subscribers thing, Ted. Yeah, you know what we can do? We can get one of these hotspots, Wi-Fi hotspots, um, which will allow us to connect to the internet while we're on the set, um, or rather, a shoot location, and we just take a table with us, and we get one of our laptops, and we connect it to the hotspot, and we can pretty much um, broadcast the whole thing. Yeah, or Facebook Live.
shouldn't have to guess about what your argument is. Remember, I'm looking for the character's name, the marginalizing experience, and the outcomes of the marginalization. As for the Harry Potter quiz, make sure you've read through chapter 6 before you sit down and take it. Remember, I'll be working late as well. Good luck. Hello, and welcome back. It's good to see you here again. I hope everybody's doing well. Seems like most of you are doing your homework both well and regularly, so that's good. A couple of you who can still use some help on how to develop your ideas. I hope that you feel free to contact me if you feel like you're one of those people. Today we're filming down at Hagrid's hut. I just wanted you to see how marginalized Hagrid is. He lives down here by himself in this rustic, primitive shelter. Consider his status as a half-giant, his treatment by both Tom Riddle and the faculty at Hogwarts, and the way he's been marginalized if you have not yet settled on your essay topic. That said, I'm glad you're here again to discuss Essay 1. I know we're working at a pretty fast pace. Let's look at our agenda today, and I think that you'll see after this class, we're going to have a good start on this essay. First up, you have an opportunity to earn some participation points by doing the discussion on Bogarts. Then we're going to talk about the marginalization essay number 1. We'll review the prompt, and then we'll take a look at the sample essay. I hope you had a chance to read it before class. If not, you can read it today while we're working. We'll look back at the basic features of an argument essay before we review the intro and thesis that you've already written. After we do that, we will launch into some new material, reasons and support for your essay, and how to write a counter-argument. And finally, we'll take a quiz on chapters 1 through 8 in The Prisoner of Azkaban. Before you get started today, I suggest you go to the discussion board and spend a few minutes responding to these questions about Bogarts in the classroom. What is a Bogart? What form do they take? How can you defend against them? Then imagine that you're facing a Bogart. What form would your Bogart take and why? What transformation of a Bogart would make you laugh? Write out the answers to all of these, and then ask yourself what your fears say about your experience of life. Okay, we got that done. Now let's take a moment to review the marginalization essay, The Pain of Social Rejection, and talk about it for a moment. If you haven't read it, you should stop here and read it. If you have, you might want to review it quickly to see if you can find the main argument in the paper. What kind of examples does the author provide, and do they support her argument? What are the causes of social rejection, and what are the consequences? What kind of sources does the author use? And finally, how can we use this article as evidence to support our own discussion of marginalization? I will be back before you are done with your task. absent when the official story is told in Dumbledore's office. Notice how the support of authority
Yeah, I'm still doing it, Ted.
supports the actuality of Myrtle's treatment.
I'm almost done.
Try to use this same strategy.
I'm just trying to work ahead and finish up the stuff that are due, this week, so that I'll be free when I'm at Santa Cruz. Still haven't got to the film class homework. I'm taking 2 other classes, so I'm working on those right now. What time are we gonna leave for Santa Cruz? Because the sun's gonna set pretty soon today, I feel. Never mind. We have until 8:30.
you get your homework done?
Still working on it.
What was the video you had to watch?
So it's English, right?
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
how it works is online classes. She sits in front of the camera. And she talks for like half an hour.
Then you go do the quizzes just like we do.
Today we're filming down at Hagrid's hut. I just wanted you to see how marginalized Hagrid is.
Yeah. What's that?
I'm gonna go down to sign this, and we're gonna post this.
Oh, that was the.
This is the affidavit statement of truth.
Okay.
We don't want to. People have privacy, and people don't need to know how or why we have permission or what documents we use to get permission. Those are private matters.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a declaration that when you accuse me, it's a legal issue at this point.
So if they accuse you...
Well, I'm saying it's true. Now you have to pursue the truth, whatever you think it is. Because I'm saying whatever it is true.
Okay.
So let's stop coming at me and make it a little more difficult for you to just poke at me. I'm saying, now what do you want to do? Do you want to take it to the next level? In the sense that I don't need any of this. I just have to stop it.
All right. Let's sign it.
You know what I mean? I want people to... I got an investor coming in tonight, coming to look up there.
Okay.
And what's he going to say? He's looking at my movies. He's not looking at Lord Timmy. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Lord Timmy is just one little thing of what we do. My movies is a corporation, dude.
Yes.
So we can't mix the two ideas up. To make the movie, everything is insane. It's just a little piece of what we're trying to do, you know?
Yeah.
It's a model. So,
prototype.
If we can get 4 or 5 devs on a full-time thing to build my movies, then Lord Timmy was just vacation.
Yeah. You signing that thing right now?
I'm gonna go sign it right now. I'll come back. You'll finish up your homework, and then I gotta clean up the kitchen before they come back. Okay?
What time are we gonna head out?
Right before sunset. I would think they'll be here in another hour and a half to 2 hours, and we'll cut out right then. Right when they get here.
Cool.
Did that waitress listen to a word I said? This steak is medium rare. I asked for it medium. And I wanted extra gravy on my mashed potatoes. Let me ask you something. intelligent do you have to be to take a food order?
Ma'am, you're absolutely right. I apologize. I'm gonna get this fixed for you right away.
Good. Now I can finish my salad.
We have our first official biatch of the day.
Come on, guys. Have some.
Maybe it's your cake.
Fucking bitch. Do it.
The first thing we do is we add a little extra gravy to mashed potatoes. That's it. Good job, buddy. Good job. Next one. Followed by a thin spread of cheese, spear garlic bread, and from under cheese. Yeah, take a brush. Brush from the tape. So that's it. Good. Next, we're gonna do it. Yeah, I don't know what steak. Mama, you can't be mixing Mexican and continental. No, man, I thought you was French. A little garlic salt. That's what I'm talking about. Step there. That's a deep job. Finally, a garnish of alfalfa sprouts. Adds a touch of flour.
Oh, God.
Stuff. Here you go, ma'am. Have the chef's take extra special care. I'm truly sorry.
The entire education lives down here by himself. It's less than primitive shelter. Consider his status as a half-giant. Or sadness. I want to take just a moment to remind you of the essay topic. Remember, you are arguing a position. Complete assignment, and while you're letting your essay brain rest, stare at these puzzles. There is a link to a participation discussion where you can post your answers and get a couple of participation points. Okay, good break. Did you get the puzzle answers? If not, here are a couple of hints. In the first puzzle, size is important. Do the rest of. Why don't we take a quick pause, and while you're letting your essay brain rest, stare at these puzzles. There is a link to a participation discussion where you can post your answers and get a couple of participation points. Okay, good break. Did you get the puzzle answers? If not, here are a couple of hints. In the first puzzle, size is important. In the second puzzle, the question mark signifies a missing number. Consider what that number is and what it is under to get the answer. Here, what it mark signifies puzzle. The puzzle. Madness. Okay, good break. Did you get There's a link to a participation. Let's stop the video here. Well, in a minute, after I finish explaining this next step to you, and do some thinking and writing. The next step in the essay writing is to develop your argument by building support for your thesis. Reread your thesis before you begin gathering information for your support. Once you are sure your thesis is clear and has all of the parts required by the prompt, make a list of the possible reasons that you see your character is marginalized. Try to come up with as many reasons as you can. Later, you may add reasons or modify the ones you've listed. Then make a note of the evidence you have to support each one of the reasons you've generated. Consider evidence from your primary text. The writer has stated in the underlying text, the writer is saying, all right, now that we've taken a close look at our sample essay, persuade stations how used to why freedom should affected finish up in the read the prompt to your later the evidence to read the writer's name penalizes her. And I hope that brainstorming session got you on the right track. When you do the rest of this writing, remember these tips. Pause the video here to read them. Better yet, take a picture of them so you have them handy when you are alone writing. Why don't we take a quick break here? I could use while you're letting your essay brain rest, stare at these puzzles. There is a link to a participation discussion where you can post your answers and get a couple of participation points. Okay, good break. Did you get the puzzle answers? If not, here are a couple of hints. The first puzzle, size is important. The second puzzle, the question mark signifies a missing number. Consider what that number is and what it is under to get the answer. Link to a participation discussion. anxiety of being picked last for the dodgeball team. Same hurt feelings bubble up when you're excluded from lunch with coworkers. Fail to link when they're rejected socially. Quotes from Mark Leary, PhD. Let's return to the article itself. I have copied a section here for your convenience. Social rejection increases anger, anxiety, depression, jealousy, and sadness. Reduces performance on difficult intellectual tasks, and it also contributes to aggression and poor impulse control. In this single sentence, we have several manifestations. I want to take just a moment to remind you of the essay topic. Remember contemporary society. Essay. Pause the video to see if you can answer these questions. When you finish, start the video again, and we'll go through the answers together. That is a bit of information to help the reader understand the text. And situating his insights regarding contemporary society when he calls her a symbol of the damage and trauma that patriarchy inflicts. These are the three main points the essay assignment asks for. Be shamed and used to discredit people in patriarchal culture. Right here, patriarchal oppression. Even though you might not be sure of how the bathroom operates as a site of oppression, you can see the connection to the thesis. The explanation of how the bathroom can be defined this way is in the analysis that follows. Read it carefully so that you understand the point. Let's also make sure the writer is offered evidence from the text. Find and underline evidence. Does the evidence support the topic sentence? Topic sentence is, Moaning Myrtle's name in itself is an example of how emotional expression is shamed and used to discredit people in patriarchal culture. Example that the writer used is from the film. Myrtle knows her nickname, Moaning Myrtle, and calls this out to Hermione, Harry, and Ron when she finds them hiding in her bathroom. I'm Moaning Myrtle. I wouldn't expect you to know me. Who would ever talk about fat, ugly, miserable, moping, Moaning Myrtle? Hermione's response is, she's a little sensitive. This quoted text connects directly to the topic sentence because Moaning Myrtle describes herself in the derogatory terms that reflect her community. This shows the shame she has and how discredited she feels inside of her own culture. Let's look at another example of how the writer offers evidence for the text. Paragraph using multiple examples that work together to illustrate the severity of polarization. Writer points to Percy chagrin at Ron being in Myrtle's bathroom. Writer explains that, well, having a family member connected to Myrtle did not give Percy anxiety. The next example concerns Hermione and her distress having to speak to her. Hermione is clearly keeping her social distance from her, even though she does acknowledge later in the paragraph that Myrtle was marginalized when she says, oh dear, the response beats heckling her. Now look back at the topic sentence. Moaning Myrtle's marginalization is so extreme that he was to be seen in close proximity to the girl's bathroom and to Moaning Myrtle is a threat towards social standing and Hogwarts. Do you see how both of these examples support this topic sentence? Can you connect the topic sentence back to the thesis? Information presented. Words are sometimes ambiguous. This report comes from an article about women's historical roles and accomplishments. The writer uses the idea that women's accomplishments are sometimes attributed to men to emphasize that even though Myrtle is a key figure to helping Harry figure out where the entrance to Chamber of Secrets is, she is never celebrated as a hero, and that her voice is absent when the official story is told in Dumbledore's office. Notice how the support of authority on women's historical contributions supports the actuality of Myrtle's treatment. You might use the same strategy in your own essay. Alright, now that we've taken a close look at our sample essay, let's look at where you are in your essays. You should have drafted both your focus presentation of the subject part of your essay. And don't limit yourself to position. Like, draft the part. Evidence from a film or novel provides the basis for your analysis in this essay. You may still need other evidence to back up your insights and assertions. You can also use examples and anecdotes to illustrate certain situations. Generally, we do not offer examples and anecdotes as concrete evidence of our positions. Using them, however, enables readers to identify with those people affected by the issue. Facts are also can support your position. Facts are statements that can be proven to be true. However, sometimes people assert partially true statements as fact. Therefore, critical readers need reliable and trustworthy sources in order to be persuaded to take that evidence into account. Statistics are sometimes confused with facts, but they are actually only interpretations or correlations of numerical data. Their reliability depends on how and by whom the information was collected and interpreted. If you use statistics, be careful to include convincing support about how or why they are dependable. Finally, quotes from authorities can carry weight if readers see them as knowledgeable and trustworthy. Think back to the Peter essay. She successfully uses several quotes from credible authorities from well-respected institutions. Make sure that when you use direct quotes from people, they are both believable and reliable. Let's stop the video here. Follow in a minute after I finish explaining this next step and do some thinking and writing. Next step in essay writing is to develop your argument by building support for your view. Read, post your answers, and get a cut. Participation points. Well, glad to see that you were rested. Solve one or both of these puzzles for 2 participation points. If you have never done a puzzle like this, just think about what the pictures might be saying to you. Consider words, directions, and number to help you come to a conclusion. Just include the answers at the beginning of your discussion. The repost. I keep track of participation points outside of the grade book. I will enter your scores every 3 weeks.
Hey, so did you see the document?
Yeah.
What should be the title? Rights and clearances.
Rights and
Rights and clearances, and then charge $1 because we want to know who goes in there. Okay.
Charge that $1?
Yep.
Rights and clearances.
Yep.
Okay. That goes on your page, right?
For purchasers' eyes only, right underneath there in paragraph. For purchasers' eyes only. If you want to copy it and start spreading it around, if somebody will catch you spreading it around, they know you're violating.
For purchasers' eyes.
For purchasers' eyes only. So if somebody goes there and they see it, and you've sent it to them, and they didn't purchase it, now they sent you some. Did they buy it? You see what I'm saying? People would rat each other out before they let the blockchain get them in a little mess. You know what I mean? They don't know how we have this thing set up. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you want that link? Right above the script?
Below the script.
Right there.
Yeah. Rights and clearances. And you're going to click to a money button link, right? And on that page, you're going to click to a page with a money button on it. Okay. And on that page, it's going to say, by swiping this money button to view this document with a S, right?
I'll put a paywall on it so that there's no way to.
But I want them to understand with the swipe of a paywall is them acknowledging they're going there to purchase because they want to, and their heart is right in the right place. They want to help us. But if they're going there with a malicious intent to examine evidences and things like that, they're going to pay, number one. And then number two, it's with the understanding that if they want to download this and copy it, that's not what this says.
Right.
You know what I mean? So these dudes in their crypto world, you know what I mean? Do they want to be involved with dudes illegal downloading and passing out information? No, for one. So we'll see who does it. You know what I mean?
We can't really see it, but okay. We won't know if someone downloads it.
No, all you have to do is go to the log, right? And you get never mind. I don't want to explain it to you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So now, it'll say, we'll design it right now.
Okay.
For purchasers' eyes only, right? So tell me when you get to that part.
Okay.
And what I'll do is,
I'll text you.
That's just me, probably.
Yeah.
I'm the only one here.
You want me to mute this or anything? Or keep it the same way?
No, we're good.
We're good? Okay.
So Tonight, I'll teach you the last thing we do. Tonight, I'm going to teach you how to go to the money button wallet and how to go from the date, the last date, and then now you don't have to look through everything.
Okay.
Okay, and then you find the amounts, any new. Let me go to the wallet and see if there's any activity. Really not much, you know, and it's cool. But I think
every
people
time
that can give, they're like, these dudes just want to take our money, you know what I mean? And that's cool. They can do that. They're gonna miss out.
I feel like every time we go on the show, that's when, you know, there's a lot of activity. And then after a while,
I keep it going though.
yeah.
I mean, I keep the videos coming and stuff. Alright, so see what's going down with the little Timmy.
What were you saying? Something about 1,000 subscribers?
Aren't they like, dude, you media guys, they can get you like likes or they can get you all that stuff. Can't we get the word out that their network to come subscribe to our channel? And here's the other thing I think we should do. We should seriously exploit the Hollywood industry and bring them here first.
Oh, there's
Why do you even want to go to Hollywood if we could show them where the money is and then they got to fight the Indians for it? You see what I'm saying? They got to fight the Asians for the money because all the miners are digging their stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of people just looking. That's cool, man. This is the future. You know? And here we go. We got a new 20 spot. Okay, there's Jose Luis, Tony's 20. Yeah, we got that. So we're up to date. No new money. Which is cool. You know. Come on, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Oh yeah? Huh? Wardrobe. Wardrobe. Wardrobe.
Oh, wardrobe came in?
Magnum shorts.
Ooh.
We'll do an unboxing right now.
Okay. You want to do a separate video for that or the same?
Why don't we stop this one?
Okay.
Do you have a mouse pad? You need a mouse pad, huh?
Yeah.
You can go grab my kids until they get back.
Oh, no, it's fine. We can.
No, we need a mouse.